basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. The basket, lotion, the basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. It puts it on the skin. Lotion, the basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. The basket, lotion, the basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. It puts it on the skin. It puts it on the skin. It puts it on the skin, The basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. The lotion, the basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. The basket, lotion, the basket, the lotion and puts it in the basket. It puts it on the skin.
Good morning.
What did you say?
Let's get it on.
Why?
Get it on.
Oh my gosh. Dude.
You never know about Ramon.
You never know
the
what
crazy
he's
things
gonna
that
spit out, and it's like, let's get it on. Dumb. Good
At least
morning.
it's good entertainment.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. How you doing this morning?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. You sound hesitant about that.
Oh,
Good.
it's
Wednesday. We're halfway there.
Halfway there. Thank you so much for joining us. Obviously, Habib is not here. He won't be here till later. I have no idea what he's doing, and I don't care.
He's doing what he's doing.
He's
we'll
doing
take
what
care of business, and
Doing
we'll have more fun
CEO
without him.
things.
CEO. Responsible things that I don't want to have to do. So.
Exactly. Good morning, everybody.
morning,
Where's my coffee? It is on its way. I'm running a little behind because, as Melissa said, nobody knows how to drive in the rain. So I was late. I was running late this morning. I'm like, why? It's just water.
You guys, you get so spoiled with the perfect weather. That's how it was when I was living in Vegas too. I was like, what is wrong with you people? It is rain. This is not a big deal, but apparently it is a big deal. So.
It is a big deal, and we've had it all winter, and we still don't know how to drive in it. So I'm like, okay, I just, and I'm like, my tank is on empty, and I'm just sitting in traffic going, this is awesome. Did I get gas? No, I didn't.
No, of course not. But that's what's going to happen, though, is you have to sit there for so long, and then you're like down to empty. The little light is starting to flash at you. It's like, nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do.
Tracy, how can I recreate champagne showers? I like how you got around the cap thing there. Like how you got sneaky. I'd have to look because literally don't remember what champagne showers is. I remember it's a champagne color. But I can pull my computer out in a second and see if I can tell you how to get it. I have a feeling champagne shower, was that an acrylic color?
I think it may have been a glitter acrylic. I'm going to be honest, I somehow missed that. So when people started asking about it, I was like, is that a color that we have? I totally missed it. I don't know how I missed it, but so yeah. I don't know what it is exactly. I think it's a colored acrylic.
I think it is, and I think it was an oopsie color. Hold on, let me see. I will ask a question and I'll go grab my computer.
Yeah.
Karen, how thick do acrylics need to be? Have been building them up so they don't break, but feel like they may be lifting because they're too thick. Ooh, good question.
That is a great question. They should be this thick. You should pile the product all the way over the nail. And no. Okay, it's hard to say exactly how thick. You know, a lot of people ask me, I need a measurement. I need millimeters. How many millimeters should the cuticle area be? It really depends on the nail. Okay, so what I'm going to tell you is your cuticle area should be nice and thin. You should taper it. It should flow right down to that natural nail. You shouldn't feel a ledge in there. Okay, let me turn around. So if this was my cuticle here, okay, that's my cuticle here. This is my product. You shouldn't be able to pick at that ledge, okay? It should be filed flush down so it's nice and thin right down to that natural nail. Then it should slope up, and that slope is going to depend on the length of your nail. So if you have a longer nail, say you're wearing long stilettos, long coffins, something that's a little bit longer, you want to make sure that that arch starts a little farther back, but then slopes and it has enough thickness through that stress area. Now, here's how you find out where your stress area is. If you don't have nails on, take your finger and press down at your free edge, okay? You're gonna see a little white area show right through that kind of the center part of your nail. Where that little white area is showing up, that's your stress area. So if you hit your nail, bang it into something, push on it, that's where all that pressure is going to go. So that's where you want to make sure your product is the thickest. Okay. And as that nail grows out, that's why we rebalance a nail, is to put that thickness back where it's supposed to be. Okay. So again, I can't tell you exactly how thick it should be, but it should be thin and tapered at the free edge, flowing up into the arch. So that's going to be your thickest point, and then down into the free edge, and it's going to taper off to the free edge. Okay. I hope that helps. But yeah, I can't tell you exactly how thick it should be. It depends on the finger. So. What you got, Trace? Did you find it at all?
I did. Hey, Ramon, look.
Did you get your computer back?
No, I got a new one.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh.
It's heavier. It's way heavier than my last one. I hate that. Anyway, I was right. It was made with a oops color, so it's going to be hard to mimic. I can tell you that some of the base glitters were crushed pearl, pinky, shimmering sand. There might be one more, but those are the base glitters of it. But the base color,
I'm taking notes on that too.
Base color was actually an oops color. So
was it? I can't remember. Was it more of like an opaque with glitter in it, or
no? I think it was more of a brown nude. If I'm not,
oh, okay.
yeah, if I'm not mistaken. So. Sorry, it was a oops, never to be repeated color, because we don't have no idea how we even got it. The base color was supposed to be, yeah, they used the wrong pigments, got this color. I'm like, this is totally the wrong color. We'll use it for making a glitter acrylic, and that's
apparently everybody loved it. So even if it was an oops, it turned out good. So.
Must have. Maybe we'll try to recreate the oops. I don't know. Sometimes those oops, I'm like, where did you find this? This is not anything like what it was supposed to be.
Really, I mean, that's the garbage pile. I mean,
yeah,
you
true.
think that all of those different colors that you're putting together, you don't think that they're that they're going to look good, but it is amazing what comes up.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's either throw 20 pounds of acrylic out the door, or make it work. We make it work sometimes. Depends how bad it is, but yeah, sometimes we make it work. Hi, I'm so happy to see you. If I have lotion every day, multiple times a day, is cuticle oil necessary too? How high percent of alcohol is okay for wiping nails? And finally, have you tried bubble tea, coffee with those pearls?
The tapioca pearls.
I can spell.
No.
Tapioca. I have not. I no, that's not true. That is not true, because one of our distributors always gets it for us when we do a class or something for him. But yes, I have tried it. The one I had was good, but
I like the actual tea part of it. I don't like the tapioca. It's just that weird squishy texture.
Thing,
No. All right, what were the questions in there?
So if I use lotion, do I need to use oil?
I'm going to tell you yes, because there's a difference between the molecules of a lotion versus a good quality cuticle oil. A good quality cuticle oil that's got more natural oils to it, that's actually going to soak deeper into your skin than the lotion would. A lot of times lotions are just going to kind of sit on the surface. They're going to hydrate the surface, but a cuticle oil is actually going to penetrate down deeper into the skin. So usually what I tell people is put the oil on first and then put the lotion over that, so that way it kind of seals in that extra moisture from the cuticle oil.
I like it. And how high of a percent of alcohol should you use for wiping your nails? If you're going to use straight alcohol, you need to use the highest concentration you can find. That's why we have something that's a mix of alcohol and acetone, because it's like the perfect balance. Because too much acetone can strip the nail, cause lifting. A lot of alcohols out there don't have a high enough percent, and they still have buffers in it, so it's going to leave oils on the nail plate, which is going to cause lifting. So as high as you can go, unless you just get something that you know has been made to actually cleanse the nail plate and bring it to the right balance. There was a question. This one's interesting. I have a very serious question. What would you do if you're done with nail school and your teacher messaged you asking if you finished all your tests and you don't see eye to eye with that person and the things didn't go well and you ignore it and say nothing and then they ask a friend of us for the same class about me, what do you do with that? How do you handle it because I'm getting annoyed? Okay, quick question. Did you pass?
Yeah. Do you have your diploma? Do you have
Your
credentials saying that
license?
you graduated?
Can you
I mean,
let
because
us
if you
know?
did, then disregard, delete the
Oh yeah,
message
I would
and
like
block
move on
them.
with
I
my
mean,
life. Yeah,
yeah.
and if she wants to ask other people about you, I would just tell your friend, I please don't share information about me with her. I don't care to. But my
That's,
question is why is she asking you if you
yeah.
finished all your tests? She should know. She was your teacher.
Yeah.
She was the school. So I would tell us whether
I'd be concerned about
pass
that
with
because,
flying
I
colors.
mean,
Did you pass state board, Goth Girl? Are
to
you
get your
done?
license, did, do you have an actual diploma, something actually saying that you graduated from the school?
Yeah.
Because
That is
if so,
really
that,
weird.
yeah,
Really weird. Sounds like she's just trying to stir stuff and stress you out, which I would, knowing me, would probably show my appreciation by calling the school and telling them how much I appreciate that. Um, but that's me. Sometimes I
that's
get, I
strange.
just
That's a
like,
strange,
yeah, it's very unprofessional.
yeah,
And weird, very very weird, like,
yeah.
and that's why I would probably call the school and just be like, what's up with your teacher, like, but this is what
Talk to an administration or something like that. Don't call the school and talk to the teacher. Call the
took
school and talk to somebody else.
took first test and yes, have diploma and all. Okay, so if I had so the only thing I would stop me from calling the school right now is so she wouldn't mess with me getting
Hmm.
my license. If you have your license, I would probably call and like, what is going on? Why is she messaging me privately? First of all, I didn't give you my number for her to message me on
Yeah.
my thing. So you're sharing information I haven't told you could share. And why is she trying to stress me out? What's going on there? Put it back in her car. But or just
Yeah.
ignore it.
And then let us know. I'm
Yeah,
curious as to
I'm
why
curious.
she would even do that. Yeah.
Yeah. It sounds like she has
I'm
a
nosy.
problem with you and she's like, and I would just I think it's kind of funny that
That
she hooked on
concerned
you.
about your
Look
business.
it.
That,
She's obsessed. Uh, yeah,
People
interesting.
get like that though. They get, especially if you didn't get along with her. It's like, is she just, like you said, Trace, is trying to stir the pot or something?
So
I
weird.
don't know. People are weird. People are
I'm just
weird.
looking for my coffee. Sorry, guys.
Oh,
It's almost here. It's almost here.
almost here.
Very interesting. Very weird. Gofker, what I don't understand is that I did not respond to her inquiry, so she asked someone because I became friends from the class about what I'm doing and if I took my second test. The answer is I have my temporary license, not the full shebang, because a family member became sick, and that's priority one. What
You know,
she need to go mind her
I
own
wonder
business.
if here's another thought. And of course, we always jump to the worst conclusion, but maybe she's calling on behalf of the school to confirm if you've gotten your license or not. Because I know that a lot of schools have like an obligation for placement and things like that to make sure a certain percentage of their students get their license, get jobs and things like that. So she might be just confirming that you got your license, or that just so they can put with their school statistics saying that yes, you did graduate from our school and yes, you are employed, so that it makes their school statistics look
See, in
better.
Cali, you could just look that up. They could just look, yeah.
And that probably sounds like a much easier way of
You
going.
just
But
look it up. You go to State Board and you look up
know.
anybody's license. So see if they're licensed or not. So that's very
Yeah.
interesting.
Strange.
Yeah, I have no idea why she's trying to. I would just ignore it. I wouldn't want her messing with my stuff right now. So I'd probably just let it slide. I would just tell the friend that please don't share my personal info. I don't really
Yeah.
care for this person, and I really don't want to share. Just weird position for your friend to be put into by her. So people are interesting, but you might be right. She might just be confirming, wanting to know, curiosity, maybe.
Who knows?
We'll give her the benefit of the doubt.
We'll try anyways.
Let's see. My original cosmetology teacher literally had 4 people get licensed in over 7 years. Ooh, that's not a good track
4
record.
people. Did they have enough students? I mean, did they
Did she
have
only
more
have 4
students than
students
that?
maybe in the 7 years?
I mean, because if she had 4 in the 7 years, and that's I guess that's good odds. But yeah, if she didn't, that's not good.
Let's see, J. Rob. I'm current nail student halfway through. The school owner owns a salon and wants me to do it skipped, sorry. It skipped again. Wants me to do a practical position in her salon. If they are making money off my service, should I, as a student, expect to be paid a portion of that, and what would be fair? You got to look to your state board, because that sounds like almost an apprenticeship, and I don't know the rules and regulations for that. If it's an apprenticeship, I believe they still have to pay you. Yeah, I would contact my state.
People ask questions about, can I do this? Can I do that all the time? And 99% of the time I say, just refer to your state board, call them, because we can give you a thought process. We can give you an answer that we think is right, but I don't want to tell you, oh, sure, yeah, she needs to pay you when she really doesn't, or, vice versa. So always check with your state boards on legality.
Exactly. And the thing is, we could tell you maybe what it was like when we were doing
20 years ago. Exactly.
Things change all the time. So it's always best to double check. And that way you have all the info you need. Ramonski, let's drop some glitter. Let's see if my coffee's here while you do that.
Yep. All right, guys. If you hear me, start clicking that button. I'm going to give you about 10 seconds. Do you want to count down? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You count too fast, Ramon.
And they are now released. Go grab them, guys.
Oh, goodness. Hopefully somebody got it.
All right.
All right. Somebody's talking about something that's made with whipped cream cheese, heavy whipped cream, and sugar. What I missed whatever that was. I don't know what that was, but I might need to know, because that sounds good. Sounds like something to dip fruit in or something. I don't know. But whatever that was, I need the recipe. Oh, goodness. All right. Did we get it?
Yeah, we got
Oh, it's
it.
boba tea? I think I'm confused.
What are you confused
Cheese. What they were putting that somebody put a recipe up there, and it was cream cheese and something, and then boba. Somebody says it's boba tea.
Oh,
that doesn't sound right.
Cream. Someone said cheesecake.
It's the cheese foam on top of the. Oh,
it's the cheese.
I've
foam
never
on
seen
top of
this.
boba. Ooh.
That I've never seen. Maybe that's a different kind of boba tea than I've seen.
Tracy,
Well, anyways,
do you know what Lucid Dreams recipe? Let's see.
Was that another oopsie?
Probably. Those is about the same time, so probably.
I gotta make notes on
Every
these
once in a while,
things.
what happens is they pile up, so I'll just launch a bunch of stuff at once. Dreams. Go. Why aren't you?
All right, I'm taking notes.
Well, my computer's not going. Let's see.
What is this?
Question here from YouTube.
What's
Karen?
the question?
Yep.
I am really struggling with acrylic application. My brush constantly gets acrylic in it, no matter how much I wipe it. Is it due to the cheap brush, or me? Thank you.
It could be partially the brush. Some brushes, if it's a synthetic brush, it may be kind of grabbing onto the bristles a little bit, or grabbing onto the bristles, or grabbing onto the product a little bit more. I always recommend a natural haired bristle rather than a synthetic. So that's kind of a start. And then make sure that you're using a good table towel to wipe your brush on. A lot of times people will grab just paper towels, or a lot of people swear by Bounty towels, but they're not really gonna pull that product out of your brush. So our table towels, I don't have one right at my station here, but our table towels, it's more perfect. Yeah, it's more like a cloth where it's actually gonna pull out that product out of your brush. And then make sure that when you're wiping your brush, okay, I'm going to use my hand here. Don't just dab your brush, actually wipe it, pull your brush through and flip over both sides to pull your brush through. That way it's going to pull everything out of those bristles rather than just pushing it back in. And you may need to give your brush a good cleaning. So just soak it in some monomer for a while, and that'll help to kind of break out the product. Because if there is any product that's stuck in your brush, if you just keep working with that product stuck in your brush, product is going to attract to product. So if you have that little bit that's kind of gummy in your brush, it's going to just pull more into it. So clean out your brush, soak it in some monomer for a good amount of time, and get all of that gunked up product out, and then switch to some good towels. So hopefully that helped, and let us know.
Nice. Okay, guys. Lucid bonus points. Lucid Dreams was made with a oops color. It was, and then there's about 10 different items in it on top of it.
Okay.
But I can tell you the glitters are like Pinky, Crushed Pearl, Purple Dawn. Those are your base glitters. And then there's other pigments in it that you guys don't have. There's different colored acrylics in it. This was a collage. And then plus the main base is a wrong color. So not much help. But maybe the glitters will help. Those are your base glitters. And you can go from there. Make sure those are all the glitters.
Create your own oops colors.
Yeah, those are the glitters, and then the rest of it is just a bunch of pigment. Well, not a bunch, just a lot of different pigments. You got to watch your pigment ratio for sure. Tracy, we need to like a button or something to notify Ramon or Jorge to switch to the overhead camera. I can see the frustration on your face, and it's equally frustrating for us too. All good, all good. I was just showing you guys the texture. Ramon's busy. He's got a lot to do over there.
He's doing things.
Huh?
Oh.
Fail. I'd complain, but I believe he cleaned before I got here, so I'm not going to complain.
But your coffee is here, so life is good again, right?
But can you see that? The texture of it?
Yeah.
Just grabs perfectly without lint.
Bonus points.
Cool. Do we have any mixes?
Yes.
Let's do it. Hold it. Give me it, and then I'm gonna move my computer.
Okay.
Because my last computer broke because it.
Yes.
Though Tracy can be full of coffee and glitter, your computer cannot. And my computer was full of coffee and glitter, and it died.
Weird how that happens. I don't know where the glitter would come from.
I don't know where the coffee would have came from either.
All right, here we go. So the first one's for Miss Lady 1904.
Okay.
And they are requesting, can I have a Mario glitter with some Mylars?
I just did a Mario glitter. That's funny.
Yeah, with Mylars though.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I love it.
You got a question for her?
Yes, let me see if I can find one for you. Here we go. So, I have a question. This is from YouTube. How can I make my sculpted extensions hard gel, narrow and skinny enough for thin fingers and nail beds? As my nails grow out, I can see how much wider it is than the nail bed.
Okay. Are they sculpting? Did it say they're sculpting?
It's sculpted extensions, yes.
Okay, perfect. So when you're doing sculpted gels, you can kind of pinch in a C-curve, but it's just easier to do a really tight C-curve with your form, okay? So when you put your form on, all right, so a lot of times what happens is they'll pinch together the little silver tabs back here, but then they kind of leave it wide throughout here, okay? So when it goes onto the nail, let me grab that one. Okay. So when it goes on the nail, they tend to put it on, all right, it's a little crooked, disregard that, but they tend to put it on and keep it wide here. Make sure that when you put it on, I kind of pinch underneath, so that gives you a really nice tight pinch. So you can kind of see, put that under there. So you can kind of see how tight that is pinched, okay? You can even pinch that, that free edge under there. But do you see now how it's not quite so wide? Okay, It's nice and tight under there. It's not flared out. So that's going to help you when you're doing your gels to get that really tight C curve. And when you sculpt, make sure that you're bringing your product straight out those sidewalls. And again, when you're filing, straight out from those sidewalls too, so that you're getting that tight curve all the way through, not just the nail body, but through that extension. And that way, as that nail grows out, it's going to follow that same tight C curve in the extension. Okay. As it grows out, if you do start feeling like it's going to be getting wider, you may end up just having to clip off the free edge, put a form back under, and re-sculpt out that extension again. Okay. But yeah, with acrylic, you can pinch in that C curve as your product is setting. With gel, it's a little trickier to do that. So just get that tight pinch in your form and you should be good to go. Okay. Anything else? What else we got?
Let's see here.
My finger is so fat underneath, I can't pinch. Wildfire 815. Is it fat under, like under the nail, like here, or is it like under the free edge? Like, are you a nail biter? Do you have kind of that skin popping up? Because you can actually customize your form to get it to fit under there. We've got some great videos on that, on customizing forms. So check that out and that might help. But yeah, just pinch it tight under there. What else? Yep.
Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
It's wild nails.
Okay, guys, let's see. We're going to do a little Mario mix. So we're going to get our blues, our reds, the whites, do a little night shift, belly crawl.
All right, was there some kind of anniversary on Mario or something? Because I feel like Mario has been okay. What did I saw your glitter mix, but did I miss something? What did I miss?
Yeah, so it was actually Mario Day because it was March 10th, MAR 10, Mario.
I see.
So
okay.
it's been dubbed Mario Day.
Okay, well that's good to know.
Take medium blue. Okay, now guys, the key to mixing something like this is if we use all small micro or smaller glitters, when we mix this together, it's going to look purple because blue and red make purple. So we want to definitely go with like a blue to break it up, like a big chunk. I like that you said Mylar because we'll put some Mylar in there to do the same thing, to kind of get some separation in the mix. And then we'll do some like a bigger hex night shift, and that'll help kind of separate the blue and the red from becoming purple. So let's see. Question: when doing a change out, is it better to clip the free edge or e-file it off? I feel like clipping causes weird lifting at the free edge. Are you clipping with a straight edge toenail clipper?
And a sharp one.
A sharp
Make
one,
sure
yeah.
that it's a good sharp one. Yeah, because if it's not, and if you do,
We lost her.
did you lose?
Sorry.
We lost Karen.
Me?
Okay, sorry guys. So yeah, you got to make sure that you're using a straight edge. Well, I mean, I've used curve before. Straight edge works better. But if you use that and it's sharp, I never have an issue. You can e-file it off. That's how we used to do it, but it's much faster to just clip.
Hold on, Karen. Sorry. I'll bring you
All right, Ramon, can you hear me, Ramon?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
1 second.
Okay.
Bring it back. Bring it back. Let's see. Let's add some. We're getting technical difficulties.
Oh, actually, I think when you speak, Karen, I think they can hear you.
Can you hear
Can you
Karen?
hear me?
Oh, you're back.
I'm here.
Woohoo.
You're good.
All right. Then.
Uh,
Apparently, if there's gonna be technical difficulties, it's gonna be with me. So.
well, it's always hard when you're remoting in. Let's see. Was my question about the cuticle oil answered? My phone died, so I wasn't able to hear
no.
about. Yeah, it was, but you want to just go over it
Yeah,
real quick?
yeah. So with cuticle oil versus lotion, definitely cuticle oil is different. It's a smaller molecule, so it's actually going to soak deeper into the skin than a regular lotion would. So I always tell people, use the cuticle oil first and then put your lotion on, because the oil is going to sink into the skin and then the lotion is going to kind of seal it on top. So it is different. Just because you're using lotion doesn't mean that you shouldn't use oil. So I always say, if you're going to use one or the other, I would use the oil and then the lotion in between. So, yeah.
Let's see, Tracy, can you do the witch voice thing? We want to laugh. Which voice is that? Which one? That one? All right.
That's what you got. Only do that when Habib is here.
Huh?
He loves that. So I said, only do that when Habib is here. He loves that so much.
I don't know which.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I don't have much voices, but there's a couple that annoy the boys, so I do.
I do it all the time. All the time.
That one.
Oh,
Got
my
it. You're let's see. Thank you so much. I got a Klinsky brush, so that hopefully that will help, and I'll get the tablecloths also. Does it matter what acrylic you use as well?
Was this kind of pertaining to the brush getting chunky?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I mean, some acrylics are going to set faster than others. So if you're working with a faster setting product, it might start to kind of gunk up in your brush if you're not working quick enough to clean it out. So yes and no, as Tracy always says, yes and no.
Yes.
Acrylic is going to set up eventually. So if you're not working quick enough to wipe it out or to clean that product out of your brush, it can set in there. But yeah, if it's a faster set, it's going to gunk up faster. Other than that, I don't think it would make much of a difference. Although, if you're using some, what are they called? Odorless products. Some of those, you have to wipe your brush constantly to kind of pull out that extra liquid. And that can actually kind of gunk up your brush a little bit faster too. But if you're using, if you're using Young Nails, if you're using our core product, it's going to set a little slower and you might not get as much issue. Whereas if you're working with our faster set and it's maybe working too fast for you to kind of manipulate your product and get it out of the brush, then that might be affecting it a little bit too. But other than that.
Cool. Great. Okay, guys, so we are done. So we used Empty Apartment, Belly Crawl, Night Shift, Canadian Blue, Tail Lights, Emotional Standstill, Night Light, Weather Delay, Peace, Royal Red in there somewhere, and then a chunky blue that you guys don't have yet. Yeah, there you go.
I like that chunky blue.
You want more red? Okay, but if I add more red, there's possibility it's going to start becoming purple, but I can do that.
Never mind. Never mind.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's hard when you're mixing those colors that get you what is it, tertiary color or a third color, and especially if they're smaller. If I had bigger red, that would work really nicely because it would help do the separation thing that the big blue did. But I only have smaller reds, so I don't want it to go purple.
Overdo it.
Okay, let's see. Hawaiian acrylic brush is bloody wonderful. It's the only one I've ever owned and hasn't got jammed with acrylic. Greg told me to put a smidge of acetone in the monomer to clean my old brush. Okay, guys.
Yes and no.
Yes and no. I'm gonna tell you, this is the one that, believe it or not, Greg and I argue about things.
Really?
I know.
Are you sure?
It's crazy.
You guys agreed on everything.
Yeah. Greg Salo is the one that taught me to never, ever put my brush in acetone. Ever. Okay? He's the one that taught me that. I ruined my brushes all the time. I had to buy a new brush at least once a month until he taught me that.
Oh.
He's the one. Now I keep my brushes for years because of what he taught me, not to use acetone in your brush. Now, that being said, the yes or no goes this way. If my brush is toast, like I've tried to soak it in monomer, there is no hope for it. It is dead. My last ditch effort might be to put some acetone in my monomer and cleanse it that way. And that might help get it through and revive it to a point where I can use it as a secondary brush. It probably still will not become my primary brush. It'll probably be a secondary brush, or I'll use it with liquid art or things like that. The reason being, as you put acetone to your brush, it strips the brush. It strips the hairs. It's like putting acetone in your hair on your, just let's stick our hair in acetone. What is going to happen to it? It just fries it. And what happens with the brush, it becomes this vicious little circle. You fried it, you've stripped it, and now it absorbs the acrylic even more and faster, right? So now you're in this loop of continually having to clean your brush because it's stripped and it gunks up even more. So yes and no, but unless it's
mostly no.
Last ditch effort, don't put your brush in acetone. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. And what drives me crazy about that, Karen, is I'll yell at him, "You're the one that taught me this. Why did you switch?" He's just out of nowhere, honestly, started do this, and it's like,
I think it was for those people that were getting their brushes completely gunked up, and they're like, I don't know what to do with them.
Yeah,
because,
instead of throwing it away, let's give it a try. And like I said, it can become a backup brush, a great maybe liquid art brush, something that you're not going to just completely rely on, because the odds are you're going to find that it starts to get a little gunked up a little bit more and more. Yeah. I use nail brush cleaners because acetone kills the brush eventually. I've seen it. Nails Freak, so do nail brush cleaners. They usually have some form of a stripper in it. That's why it's a dissolver. It's stripping the acetone. That's why we prefer to use monomer, because monomer does break up the product, the acrylic, but it's monomer, so it's not stripping your brush. So really, guys, all you got to do with your brushes is at the end of the service, drop it in your dish and leave it for 5 minutes, and then make sure you bonus points, clean it on that towel really nice, roll it to a point, and put it away. I promise. Again, every month I was spending $40 to $60 because I didn't go cheap on my brushes, and I still was ruining them by using brush cleaners and acetone. I think the red is Belly Crawl. I used two. I used three. Sorry, Belly Crawl. This one's Belly Crawl. This one's Tail Lights, and then I used just Royal Red also. Do we have another one, Ramonski?
Bonus points.
The next one is for Nail Artistry by Kay. And their request is, it's my birthday month, so whatever Tracy is inspired by in small chunks is okay. Oh, and Mylars are good too.
Special birthday month. What is this, Pisces?
Okay, so March is Pisces, March is Aquamarine. So something aquamarine.
I like it. There we go.
All right.
Was that sorry?
Yeah, so we can go back. Okay, cool. Cool. Let's see. Do you have any chunky regulars? We don't. That's why to add red, I didn't want to add more red to the Mario, because I didn't want these fine reds to go into a purple with the blue, because I don't have a chunky red. We need one though. Maybe for the holiday season we'll find a chunky red. Maybe we'll go, because I really love the sheen of tail lights. I think this color big would be, I'm showing you guys, but it's okay. It's on the camera, but it's okay.
Ramon.
Don't worry about it, Ramon.
No,
it's okay.
Sorry.
I think
20
this would
minutes
be
later.
really pretty as a large hex,
Chunky,
right?
yeah.
So maybe we'll do that as we get next winter. I'm over this winter. I'm over it.
Can we just not talk about next winter already? Can we actually have some summer and
so sick of it. Let's see. How do you put your brushes in there so they don't bend by touching the bottom, or do you not worry about that? You got that, Karen?
I'm sorry. I was looking at something else on the scroll.
Someone else that's not paying attention.
Well, I'm never paying attention. I admit that.
Exactly.
Look, I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention here. All right. What was the question?
So in the ceramic dish, you know how I said to put the brush in and just leave it for, how do you do that and not worry about it bending, the brush bending?
Don't leave it there for a long time, just leave it there, like Tracy said, about 5 minutes or so. That's enough time to, clean out what's in there, but it's not long enough where it's going to actually start to bend the bristles. Now, if you leave it there for a half an hour, then it's going to start to kind of bend the point of the brush a little bit more. But a lot of times, if it's been sitting in there, you can just kind of roll it back to a point. Let me grab my brush again. Let's see if you guys can see this. Okay. All right. So as you're kind of cleaning out your brush, wipe it out on all sides, and then make sure that you're kind of rolling it back to a point. And if it does get kind of bent at the tip, just kind of keep rolling it. A lot of times it'll just come back to that nice tight point. Dip it into your monomer a little bit, rinse it again, roll it, rinse it, roll it, rinse it. And it should come back to a nice tight point. Okay. It's most of the time, if you just leave it in for a couple of minutes, like Tracy said, 5 minutes or so, it's not going to be enough of a bend. It's kind of like, your hair. If you sleep on it wrong or something wonky, it's going to, kind of get a weird curve in it, but you can kind of keep brushing it or use your flat iron or something, and that will kind of straighten it back out. Same with your brush. You just kind of have to retrain it.
Yeah. Like it. Ready, Ramon? Let's do this.
Yep, let's go.
Inks, inks, it's wild nails, inks, inks.
Okay, Karen, how do you store your brushes?
How do I store my brushes? In our nice little Young Nails container. I actually have, so in my state, we have to have covers on our brushes,
we can't see ya.
Am I back?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So in Minnesota, we have to have our brushes either covered or stored in a drawer, which I should probably close my drawers here. So for me, we used to sell the brush covers, and I kind of stocked up on them. So I have a bunch of them, but I keep them in here, and I keep them face down just because for me, that's how I've always done it. I was always taught you always store your brushes face down so that the monomer doesn't run back into the handle. But with our brushes, you really don't have that issue. But yeah, so I keep mine in there, and I just keep them stored in a little container.
Nice.
But again, depends on what your state board tells you. So however your state board tells you have to store them that way.
Yeah. And some of those rules are weird, but
I'll tell you, every time they come into the salon, they're looking for something different. And I literally argued with the person last time because I was like, you guys come in here every single year and my room hasn't changed over the years. So everything's been the same. Why didn't you call me out on it last year? Well, we're looking for other things. Okay.
We're just looking for something.
We're looking for something. Yeah.
I remember when I had my distribution, someone called me and they're like, State Board just left and they fined me because I don't quartz my acrylic brush. I'm like, you cannot quartz your acrylic brush. It will ruin it. I tried telling them. Problem is at least in California, these are not people that are licensed cosmetologists. They are not part of the industry in whatsoever. They are just, a lot of them are like ex-investigators, I think, and stuff like that. So they don't know. Yeah, they don't know. They're like, you know what? It kind of makes sense. Like, why do you have to quartz everything else, but you don't have to quartz that thing that you keep putting to person's skin? Like, I get maybe why they thought that, but and like you can fight it. You can fight the fine. It's just frustrating.
Yeah. Ooh, I love that. That is
a blender in there. Let's see. Anyone knows what's gonna be on sale? I missed what Habib said last time. So if you go back to Monday's Twitch, right? It's on there. But we have like all sizes of cover pink or a BOGO. So buy one get one free. We have the same on Flex gels, all sizes. We got an amazing bundle deal that's like $136 worth of product for $35. All the manicures are 50%
so crazy to me. That $35 bundle.
I know.
That is insane. I don't know how you guys.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem, guys. You give Habib one. We gave him one last month, and then you're in this eternal loop of trying to figure it out again because he liked it. Ooh, I like this. Okay, here is your birthday Pisces inspired glitter.
Love it. Love it. Love
This is
it.
fun.
Love that even more.
Yep.
We should just be covered in glitter.
Oh
all
yes,
day.
the dust collector. That is correct. $100 for the dust collector. I'm trying to think, guys, off the top of my head. We set them and we forget them. Is what I. I always have to go back and look. But it's a good deal. Like there's some
Yeah.
good stuff on there. So
It was either 125 or 100. I can't remember, but somewhere around there. I thought.
no. Well, it
Oh.
was supposed to be 125, and then Habib said, "Let's change it to 100." And we said, "Okay,
Okay.
okay, we'll do that." So yeah. In fact, I don't know if I told Ramon. You knew that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Oh yes, there's one of the bits. I don't think it's the crosscut. I think it's buy a course.
Yeah.
Not X cut, crosscut. Yeah, crosscut. Yes. Not the X cut, and then you get the medium crosscut, which is a good time to stock
That's
up
a
on that
good-
little bit.
yeah.
I love that bit.
Yeah.
Oh, gel kit. See, they all remember gel kit.
I was gonna say,
plus
I don't.
light
How do you guys remember all of this?
for
I don't
150.
remember.
Which
Yeah,
is
that's crazy too.
really
Yeah.
good, really good. So
Yeah.
we need Go protein bar. Didn't we just have that?
You just had a buy one get one.
You guys got to stock up when it's there because you can't do it every month. Got to stock up while it's here.
Gotta watch for these things. Yeah.
Is the crosscut bit for bulk?
The crosscut, no, I would not use that for trying to take down bulk. So the crosscut is a diamond bit. I would use that more for kind of refining the nail. If you're trying to take down bulk, I would go with either the X cut or the safety bit course because the carbide bits are designed to shave product down, whereas the diamond bits are designed to smooth and refine.
Can us Canadians email or DM an order on the 26th? You need to call. You have to call. I'm sorry, guys. We're still working on that, but you have to give us a call.
It's gonna take some time.
Yeah,
Keep
that
hitting roadblocks, but yeah,
it's very difficult to do international when you have what we call dangerous goods products. So polish, the monomer, the protein bond, that's all called it's all flammable. And when you have anything flammable, even in small amounts, UPS, FedEx, all of them get very weird about how you ship it, what the costs are, all that. So, and when you're going international, you have all this paperwork that has to go with the international stuff. So it becomes very complicated to do online. And a lot of people will just tell you, no, we're not going to allow you to do it online because we don't want the responsibility of dangerous goods. So we're working on it. I know we can do it. Other people have done it. We can do it too. It's just going through the process. So patience. Sorry, guys. Slick pour.
Everything's a
It's not on sale this month. No, not this month, but possibly soon. Might have missed missed your answer. Can you use caption conversion base on top of Synergy hard gel, then put a caption polish, then top coat? So would you prefer
start over?
So what they're asking is if you have to use conversion base on a Synergy hard gel, if you want to use caption polish and then top coat. The answer is you don't have to. No. So basically I leave it roughed up, I protein bond, I polish, and then I top coat once the polish is dry. So you don't need the step of conversion base at that point. Conversion base
is going to add thickness.
it's going to add more bright. The point of conversion base is to get it to adhere to the natural nail and kind of act like a gel polish versus a regular polish, where when you put polish over an artificial, something like Synergy gel, it's already got a really hard foundation to grab a hold of.
I would put protein bond down though.
Definitely. Yeah,
Put that
definitely.
yeah.
Let's
Yes.
see what we got. What color is XXOO Kissy Face? I know it was a limited edition. Do you have that one?
Let me see if I can find it. That was a go time, right? If I can remember.
I
Or wait, am I thinking
No, I think that was
Or was that a caption?
Here, I'll have to get my computer again. I just
No,
don't want to
I can't.
glitter in.
I can't remember. Was it
Uh,
Manicure? What was it? B. Kilman? Is that who it was?
V Kilman, yeah, XXOO kissy face. I think that was let me go get the computer. This
I
is for Lisa Zumba and the rest of the Fab Peeps. Will there be slick pour for sale? I already answered. Sorry. No,
gotta pay
not this.
attention.
Not this time. But guys, we will get to slick pour. I promise. Though we might have some on blowout. I haven't finished the blowouts, but there might be some. Just a limited few on blowout, but we definitely will get to slick pour. So usually we'd like to do this around spring. I don't know why, spring, summer. Hold on, I'm gonna grab my computer.
Okay, let me see some other questions here. I see we've got a few highlighteds here. Okay.
So this one's from Blue Phoenix. Karen, I did some entertainment at Valley Fair last year.
Valley Fair. Hey.
I would have traveled to beg to be a client. Love your work. The tutorials have helped so much.
Oh, I'm so glad they're helping. That makes me happy. And whatever you did at Valley Fair, that must have been a great old time, because I have not been there. Honestly, I don't think I've been to Valley Fair since high school. So I hope you had fun and rode all the roller coasters.
Okay, that's a polish. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
It's been a while. There's so many colors. So
Okay,
many
hang
names.
on. Let me see. I might still have it.
What was the question on it? I forgot. If we be getting it. What color is XXO?
Just what color it is.
Oh, what color? Let's see. It is.
I'm guessing a red or a pink.
I think it was a metallic-y pink, if I'm not wrong. Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. It's very similar to Selfie-Fulfilled Prophecy.
There it is.
Yeah.
I have a light mauve.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pinky. It was really pretty. I think
Yeah.
may have some to blow out. I'm not sure. I have to look. Which reminds me, we do have a 40 for 40 polish deal, and I think someone was asking you, Ramon, if they would be overlapping from other polishes.
Yes.
You never know, but the good thing is it will list what the polishes are, so you'll be able to check to see if you guys already have it or not, if it's a good deal for you.
List of colors. Yep.
Yeah. How do you store the brushes you use for glitter, gel, sculptor, art brush, separately from the non-glitter used brushes? Hi, Tracy and Karen. If you have time today, can you show me a glitter dimensional fade and or with French on 2 full cover tips? It can be on Sally or the nail stand. I'm doing my friend's birthday nails today, and I just don't know where to start. How can I get over the blank thoughts and freezing before doing a dimensional freestyle nail? It's a great question. Yeah, glitter.
With dimensional and freestyle, you're overthinking it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I can say this because I do the same thing. I get in my head, I'm like, oh my gosh, how is this color going to look with this color? And what's this going to look like? And how is this going to, and where am I going to put this? Stop. Just put your colors on. They're going to look great. Okay. I guarantee you they're going to look great. And if they don't, then you add something else to maybe make them look even better.
There's a lot of times I do something, I'm like, I'm not a huge fan of that. Let me add this. And then it's like, ooh, that was even better. But and a lot of times I think that's why I always say you got to follow through. That's what I had a problem with art, is I would start and then I'm like,
not loving
it. And I take it off. Right. And I'm like, I can't do art. But I found that a lot of times it's the top coat. It's like, oh, okay, I like it. The top coat does everything for it.
It's a miracle. It like blends your colors together so perfectly. It makes things shine and sparkle. And just put it on there, top coat it. You'll be fine. I guarantee you.
But I think what you said is exactly right. If you overthink dimensional, if you overthink it, then you're just remember layers, have fun with it, different shapes. And glitter fixes everything. It really does.
And it's sparkly, so it's going to look fine either way.
Yeah. And then I think the other question was about the brushes. How do you keep them stored separately so you know that like a brush is for glitter and a brush is for not glitter stuff? I think that was the question. Let's see. Yeah.
Well, again, it's going to depend on your state board. So for me, I have all of my art brushes in our handy dandy little brush container. I love that thing. And for my state board, as far as I know, this counts as all of my things being covered. Okay,
Seems
so
like it
whether you have a brush cap on them or not, they can go in here and then they'll be covered. Okay, but also keep in mind you may have to wash, sanitize something, disinfect. I don't know, depending on your state board, you may have to disinfect those brushes. Like if it's just an art brush. So for me, let's see. So I like just kind of a big fluffy brush for putting glitter, just loose glitter on. That has to be washed after every time. So if they were to come in and see glitter in this brush stored with the rest of my brushes, I could get fined for that. So check with your state board, make sure, something like this you can wash. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll just put a little bit of acetone. I just use the little pumps. So I'll put a little acetone into the top of that, kind of swish it around, and that'll get the glitter or any little bit of gel that may have been in the brush. And then I'll take it to the sink and wash it with soap and water. Now these, I don't put in the disinfectant. If you have, maybe depending on your state, you might be able to spray them with alcohol or a spray disinfectant or something like that. But definitely you guys check with your state board and see how they want you to store things.
You know what works great also for those glitter brushes, guys? I mean, you obviously still have to clean them, but to get the glitter out of them, there's containers. They're like round containers. They're not all round, but the one I get is a round container. And it's for makeup. And it's pull the powder and stuff out of your makeup, and you just swirl it on there. And
Yeah.
it's textured, and you just swirl it around on there, and it just grabs everything. It works great for glitter.
That's a great idea. I never
My
thought
whole
about
body in it.
that. Get all that glitter off of
Oh my
there.
god.
Oh, man.
Ramonski, let's do the next mix, and we'll get the next question.
Yep. The next mix is for Shakira Danelle.
Okay.
And their request is, I would like a Habib-inspired glitter, please.
Um,
Okay, let's think about this one. Let me think about it. Yeah, I have a direction. Um, okay. I got it. I'm gonna do all the things that the Salos think they are.
Ooh. All right, this is gonna be good.
Okay.
This is gonna be good. Okay.
V. Kilvin, I want to make sure I have it right color because it looked like selfie prophecy. Thank you for confirming. Are they just alike, or is one darker than the other? They're not exactly alike. They're different tones. They're one's lighter than the other.
All right, so I have selfie fulfilled in the go time here. I'll show you. I'll show you both of them. So yeah, selfie fulfilled is, apparently I haven't used this one in a while. It's a little bit more pink. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's a little more pink than the XXO Kissy Face. So yes, they are different. They are different. Yeah. All right, what else we got? Any other questions here, Ramon?
This one's for Trace.
What do we got?
The question is, which light will be on sale, the curing or the single one?
With the gel
The
kit?
full curing.
Yes, it's the full curing. The full curing. All right.
That's why it's such a great deal, you guys. Oh my gosh. For what was it, 150 for both the kit and the light? Yeah. Stock up.
All right, and here's another
Get to.
question. Here's
I'm gonna get myself up on this one.
Oh,
This is gonna be good. This is
here's a
gonna be
highlighted
good.
question. Maybe a dumb question on the 40 for 40. Are these pre-selected and we just click one box, or do we need to go through and select 40 polishes?
No,
These-
it's already together.
Yeah, these are all pre-selected already. There is a list of what is in the 40 for 40, so at least you know what's coming.
And yes, it is the lacquer, not the gel polish.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let me see here.
Yes, what else I got? Any tips on using the ombre brush that came in the Black Friday kit? I keep getting lines on it, like if you're trying to do a French fade. I'm not sure what you mean by if you're getting lines on it, but let me see if I can find mine here. Make sure that you're just using more of, excuse me, more of the like the longer bristles. There it is, first try. So as you're working, let me see if I can hold that so you can see. So the part that's below the dark, kind of that dark middle area, use more of just that area because I can't, it's hard to show on camera. But yeah, use more of those thinner bristles than back in the whole brush. Those thinner bristles, they're kind of spaced out a little bit more, so it's going to pull the product. And a light pressure, just kind of a light feathering pressure through it. Tracy, you're cracking me up there. But yeah, and then also I use a little, like either the mixing tile to wipe off extra paint or have a dry wipe sitting next to you, because if you get too much paint in those bristles, sometimes that's going to give you more of a streaky look. Whereas if you clean that paint out as you go, it's going to give you more of that blend and more of that kind of feathered out look. All right, Trace, what do you got?
I think I'm missing. No, I got it. Okay.
I can see the wheels turning, the wheels working in your brain like
so
that.
we're going to do ones that Habib thinks he is, right? And then we'll put some stuff that he is.
Are you ready?
Okay, let's do it.
Inks, inks, wild nails, inks, inks.
Okay, so let's see. Let's start with Six Figure Fox, as he always refers that to himself.
Okay.
And then we got, where'd it go? God Bod. Okay. Then we got Muscles.
Oh, jeez.
Built Different.
Yep, we'll go with that.
He's a Funky Papa.
All right, I have to say that's my favorite color.
I
just love that one.
Okay. There's Awesome Sauce. Right? Oh, yes. Bonus Pretty. So let's see what else we got. Oh, him and his skinny jeans, so we'll call it Fashion.
Oh, jeez.
Let's see. He likes to hype himself. We're running out of space. Let's mix these together and then we'll add some more. Let's see. He is a self-soother. Okay. And then he also is lucky number 13, because he has us in his life. So that's true. We got a little lucky, plus it's his favorite. And then let's put some things in that he is. We got little guy.
Oh, jeez.
Inner child.
Yep.
We wish he would use inside voice. What I always do to him. Eye rolls.
Yep, perfect.
And then what I also wish he would do. Please
mute.
This is our Habib mix.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it.
He's gonna kill me.
I hope he's watching.
You guys asked me to do a glitter inspired by him. Come
Leave
on.
him alone.
What else do you want me to use?
No.
I mixed it all in.
Oh my gosh.
This is bonus points. Okay. This is cracking
Just
me
this
up.
glitter in itself is bonus points. Oh my gosh. I love it.
And we have
Ooh, that's really pretty.
our Habib mix.
Oh. Oh, I love it.
There we
I
go.
love it. That was a great combination.
Hope you like it.
See, you guys, you don't have to overthink it. Just throw things in there. It's gonna look pretty.
See?
It's gonna look great.
All these glitter chaos, Habib, equals pretty amazing.
Exactly.
Unique and amazing.
There we go.
Oh, that was fun.
Love
Okay, he's a pretty little guy.
He's pretty.
This should be a glitter for all the members of YM People vids.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, that was fun. I need that glitter in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. Please, I have a question. Can I stop the tips of my Gel-X nails from chipping / breaking? Just the tip and not the whole nail coming off, please. Thank you. So polite. Thank you.
So, are you putting anything over them? So, are you just gluing, putting the tip on? Because I think a lot of times people, they just put the full coverage tip on, but then they don't put anything over it to give it any structure or durability. So, those tips, you guys, it's plastic. Okay, plastic is going to bend, it's going to crack, it's going to break. So if you don't put something like the fiber gel or something over the top of it to give it more stability, it's going to crack if you break or if you hit it into something. So a couple of coats of fiber gel polish, that's going to give it a little more durability. Yeah.
Miss Deb, I'm sorry if this has been asked. I'm late. Will you be telling us what colors the 40 for 40 are before the sale starts so we can do inventory? I don't think they'll be announcing it prior, but it will be on site, and we have plenty, Deb. So you'll have a day or two before you'll have time to do inventory. And is there any way to change the go time colors in the bundle? What bundle?
Oh, in the art bundle?
No, sorry. Most of us don't have a lot of go time, but those 3 colors from Black Friday, I even happy with just 3 random colors, and every bundle will be different, so maybe we could even trade. I'm sorry, Deb, it would just be chaos for our warehouse to do, so we can't. It would create chaos. And then also what we'd hear is, well, I didn't like the colors that I got, but I liked the colors that they got, and it would cause a lot of work I'm sorry, but it still is an incredible deal, minus even having those colors. Will the fiber fiber gel, will the fiber gel be clear or a little cloudy? Do the fibers? It's clear, it's nice, and that is launching in the bottle and in the jar, and it'll be 30% off, guys. So it's your chance to get it finally.
Bonus points.
Let's do the next mix, Romansky. One more, right?
Yes, one more mix.
Okay.
The last mix is for Nails by Nikki.
Okay.
And they are requesting, can I please get a soft gold champagne mix with a little iridescent?
Soft gold.
Champagne mix. With a little iridescent.
Sure, that sounds lovely. Do we need to panic? But the art bottles definitely want to pick that up. Do we need to panic? But do we have plenty of art? We have a pretty good stock of that, guys. I mean, if you take a day, you'll be fine. When will the tan color fiber gel come out in a pot?
Probably the cover one.
Oh, the cover. We're working on it. It's just because we're launching the clear, we might as well just launch it in both at the same time, and then we're working on the other ones. It takes time to get the jars and everything in, guys, so we were fortunate we had excess jars to launch both.
Just for this
the
one.
OG and the clear, but we're waiting on stock for the rest of it. So, but the rest will come out at the same time. So what do we have? We just have 2 more, right?
Yes, 2 more.
So it's the soft
and
white.
The white.
Yeah, they'll come out at the same time. Okay, I'm gonna get this.
Cool. I got a question here from Gen 5 Albuquerque, and so Lizard Breath Nails and I are taking our state board test in a week and a half. Scared, but we'll do fine. Pray for us.
You'll do fine. Okay. My biggest recommendation after studying, make sure that you're studying, make sure that you're, going through any practice tests that you can, but breathe. Okay. Don't panic. You know your stuff. If you studied and you put the work in, you're going to do fine. But if it's a time test, take the time. Okay. Read each question, read it again, read each of the answers. Because a lot of times there could be a good answer, but then there's the better answer. So read the whole question all the way through, read it again, make sure you understand it, read all of the answers, make sure that you understand all of the answers, and then put your answers in. If you are able to go back through the test, I would say go back through the test after you finished it, just to make sure that you clicked everything correctly. That I'm assuming it's going to be online or on the computer, but make sure that you put your answers in that you wanted to put in. Okay. But if you're studying, check with your school to see if they have any extra study materials, practice tests, anything like that. Check with your state board to see if they have any practice tests or anything online. A lot of times, like if there's a local salon group or something on Facebook, on social media, talk to people in there and ask them how they studied or how they prepared for their test, because a lot of times people will give you suggestions that are specific to your state. So study hard, but we will pray for you. So good luck. You're going to do great. I know you are.
You got
and
this.
Congratulations.
Don't overthink it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do you think it's possible to be a fully booked nail tech who doesn't offer acrylic? I go to school this fall and I'm curious. I'm more interested in gel. Before we answer that, let's get to the mix. And I'll mix while Karen answers.
All right, here we go.
It's wild nails.
Julia. Go for it, Karen.
Okay, I read another question and now I forgot what the original question is.
Is it possible to be a fully booked nail tech?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Just doing
If you
gel.
if you don't acrylic, you don't do acrylic, you just do gel. Absolutely. Now here's the trick. When you're starting out, okay, it may be a little bit trickier to build a clientele if you're not offering all of the services, but you build the clientele that you want to do. I know a lot of techs out there that, excuse me, that don't do acrylic. MJ, she is a primarily gel tech. She has a couple of clients here and there that maybe she'll do a gel or an acrylic on if need be. But for the most part, she does gel and she is very successful at it. So just because it's out there doesn't mean that you have to do it. Now, like I said, when you're starting out, you may want to offer as much as you can to get those clients in the chair. But as you grow your clientele, you can kind of switch them over. So if you were doing acrylic, you could switch them over. But if a client comes in asking for acrylic, you can always explain that I prefer gel or something like that. And as long as you explain to them, most of the time clients really don't care what they have on their nail as long as it looks good. Okay, so yeah, you can definitely build a great clientele and be very successful in just gel. Yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly what Karen said. It does limit you. I always recommend really look at what's being offered in your area, because if you're going to turn acrylic away, then you're turning sales away or clients. And I always try to recommend that if your town does both, if both are popular, that you do both, and then you tweak your clientele to what you want. It's just like when I didn't want to work 7 days a week, but I did when I first started because I needed clients. So you can definitely, that's what Melissa's done. She's just slowly made it what she wants as she's progressed in her career. But the most important thing too is posting on social media, getting your nails out there. Have a page. When someone goes, do you do acrylic? And say, I specialize in gel. It's my specialty. I do acrylic, but my specialty. Go to my page. All that stuff is done in gel. Check it out. As you can see, there's really no difference. And this is why I like to do gel and give them the reasons. That'll usually right there. People just a lot of times are, well, my Aunt Sally has acrylic, so I want acrylic. Or, that's what my best friend gets, so that's what I want. They don't know. So you can usually guide them.
I think, too, acrylic has just been around for so much longer and been, kind of the main thing for so long that they may be afraid to try gel, or maybe they had tried gel 20 years ago. And back then, it wasn't great. Gels weren't what they are today. So, just letting them know that you're not going to feel a difference. There's not going to be any difference in your acrylics versus gel. So, yeah.
Lindsay, how much fiber gel should I get? One pot and and a bottle, 2 pots and 2 bottles. Young Nails just takes all my money, but I really like the fiber gel to glue my full cover tips. What's the size of the pot? So the pot is going to be the 15 gram, just like what we launched the OG in. So think of your smallest Synergy gel size. That's the size it's coming in. And I don't know what to tell you. This isn't in and out though. This is gonna be permanent in our line. So unless we sell out, you can always order more.
But it's going to be on sale, right? So
yes, it's gonna be on sale.
Yeah.
So stock while you can. Let's see. 11-year-old kid. Let's see. Hi, I wanted to know if 11-year-olds can be nail techs at home. My sis wants to know. Aw, she wants to be a nail tech. That's awesome.
I mean, probably not professionally at age 11, but get her started, get her learning, get her practicing so that when she does get to the age where it's legal in your state, absolutely she'll be ready to go.
You know how far ahead she would be? That would be amazing. Yeah, that's awesome.
I love it.
Yeah, there's so much she can do right now to just be practicing and getting her skills up. And then when she's able to, it depends on what state. Cali, I think you can go starting at 16, as long as I think you have to be 17 to actually take the license, or that's the way it used to be. But yeah, she'll be ahead of the game.
I mean, there's a lot of places that offer a high school program. So if that's something available in your state, definitely look into it. You know, by the time she gets to high school, she could maybe, have a job ready right out of high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have been leaving my swipe pump bottle open. I was wondering if it affects how it works. Does it evaporate? Does it make it not work right?
I mean, why are you leaving it open? It can evaporate, and so it can kind of adjust the chemistry of it a little bit. I mean, if you're leaving it open 24/7, that's probably going to start to affect it. But I mean, if you're just leaving it open while you're working with it, not such a big deal. I mean, if you're using the pumps, no, you're going to be fine with it in the pump. But I wouldn't leave it open all the time.
Why no chunk, Tracy? Just struck me that I liked it the way it was. Champagne doesn't really have chunks of Mylar, so I didn't. Is that the person that got it? Huh?
Yeah.
I mean, I could put chunks in it. I just thought it was beautiful the way it was. But there is no rhyme or reason to what I do. There really isn't. I stop when I go, ooh, that's really pretty. But if you want chunks in it, we can definitely throw chunks in it.
You guys, as you're mixing glitters, you just kind of start to feel it. Yeah. It's like you look at it and you're like, it just needs something. It needs something else. And so then you add something else, or it needs chunks, or it needs dimension, or something. Yeah. So
it reminded me of champagne bubbles, and I'm like, I'm done. But we can always add chunks to it. What's the best advice for using the under nail bit? I've tried different speeds in both directions, but always seem to get the wrap around effect.
Yeah. So with that, just like any other bit, if you're trying to go all the way across, it's going to catch on the side and it's going to wrap around. Okay. So if I'm working here under my nail like this, okay, and if I start all the way at the left side and I try to come across, it's going to catch there and it's going to wrap around underneath. So what I would say is start more towards the center and work out to the side, and then go through, switch your bit or switch your direction of rotation, so your RPMs, to reverse, and then you can again go from the center back out to the left side, or vice versa. Okay, because you don't, whichever direction, I don't know. Because if you try to come all the way to the edge, it's gonna go with that rotation and it's gonna continue around that nail. So start in the center, work out to the side, switch into reverse, work to the other side.
That's a great tip, because that is, not only does it scare the bejesus out of you and your client, but sometimes it kicks just right where it creates a notch and you're like, oh man, come on.
Exactly.
Not a nail tech, but I used a Synergy gel and clay pot, and I have minimal lifting at week 6. Wow, that's awesome.
6?
That's
impressive. First of all, that they're grown out for 6 weeks. But yeah.
Let's see, laugh. Just wondering, you're always chunking it, and it gets sad when people ask for no chunk. Yeah, you know what? When I get sad when people ask for no chunk is when it's something that I think needs to have chunk, and it's kind of puts me in the corner.
It limits your
It
creativity.
limits my creativity. So that's why I get sad, because it's usually something like, if someone goes, I want a sunset mix, but no chunk. I'm like, oh, I'm sad now, because
Sunset,
let me
you didn't
explain.
need a chunk.
It's like if she had asked me for that Mario mix and said no chunk, I would have been very sad, because this is going to be difficult to not make it purple. Because again, you need sometimes some things to break things up to get the right colors. Same thing with like a sunset. A lot of the colors for a sunset, pinks, blues, purples, all that, all end up making purple. And so, you got a red tone in there. So it all ends up looking like purple, and then when they say no chunks, it's like it limits. But I try to work with whatever you guys want, but that's why I get sad sometimes. Maybe I'm just a sad person, I don't know.
I don't think you're a sad person.
Let's see. B. Kilman. I know I'm asking a lot out of you. Okay, that's it. I stopped there.
We're done.
We're done.
Call it day. Call it a day.
But oh well. Just kidding. Can you help me by telling me what color is in the Slipboard neon bright colors? I love mixing them in my Synergy gel and mixing some glitter. Laugh out loud. You have too many that I'm trying to collect them all. What? Can you tell
What color is in the slick pour?
Are you talking about glitters? Because if you're talking about the pigment, I couldn't even tell you. I mean, I know the number or the name of the pigment that we have, but it wouldn't be something you would be able to use to go find. But I can tell you the glitters if you're asking about the glitters. Yeah, sorry. Your mixes. Thank you, Nails by what is it? Nails, Nikki. Sorry, it all kind of ran. I just see kill at the end. Kill. No, it's Nikki.
No.
Okay, Nikki. I saw Elsa. Sorry, you see what you want to see.
Tracy, we need to talk about that. If that's what you're seeing, maybe you do need a day off. Maybe.
I worked from home yesterday, and it was fabulous. I got so much done. I was so proud of myself. I organized my emails. I organized my life. I purchased a computer that I've been needing to purchase for 3 weeks. I got things transferred. I was so proud of myself.
But isn't that such a great feeling when you get all of that accomplished? And it's like if I could do that every day, oh my gosh, life would be so much easier.
It is amazing. Yeah. Let's see. Young Nails, looking at booking how to register OWC open slots. I did email and know those might not. Sorry, Scott. Those might not have been checked. Yes. Did you email Ray? Ray@youngnails.com. He's your go-to. He is the hostess with the mostest. He'll get you hooked up. Slick pour. It's a slick pour color. But V. Kilman, are you looking for the one? Because I mean, we have neons and then we have neons with glitters. Are you asking specifically what glitters are in it? That I probably can tell you. The pigment I won't be able to tell you because it's just pigments we buy from vendors. They don't really have names to them. Let's see. Other days are like, what exactly have I done today? Productive. So it is.
It's like, you did something today, but what? I couldn't tell you. Yeah.
Tracy, you got to check out the true crime podcast, Gruesome. I always listen to it. Ooh, hold on. Please hold.
Write that down.
And that's another thing I got to do all day too, was listen to my stuff in the background and not be interrupted every 5 minutes.
That's why you're seeing kill on there.
So productive. Tracy, you think you can do a YouTube video on doing gel nails on a tip? Like the process of doing it. Do you file down the tip to the natural nails? Do you use Sculptor? Do you use base gel to level out the natural nail to the tip? Do you have to put base on the tip? I know you guys don't do a lot of tips. Please, I think we did, Jess. It might be an old one, might be time to renew, but let me tell you the most important thing about doing a tip and gel. It's exactly the same how you would do it any other way, but you have to rough up the tip well, because gel does not stick to a slick, smooth surface. Acrylic will. You don't really even have to texture the tip for acrylic. Gel will not. So you will, and this is what I did, because when I started doing gels, I only did tips, and I was getting the peeling, the separation, and then the chipping from the tip from the gel, and it was because I was not texturing and roughing up and cleansing. Cleanse it. I use swipe. I know some people say their tips crack when they do that. I might be going a little too aggressive with the swipe. I protein bond all the way through, all the way up the tip to get it nice and sticky, and I base the whole thing, and then you should be good. I just need slick pour names that are neon. I'm not asking for pigment. Okay, you just want names that are neon. I'm wanting slick pour that are neon and bright, like peony. Venus Rising. It's one of my favorites. I love that color.
I was gonna say, I can go look through drawers, but I cannot name anything off the top of my head.
I would really just scroll through without, there's a lot of them, and there's a lot of names, so I can't think of the names off the top of my head.
But we've got the swatches for all of the colors on the website.
Yeah.
So if you want to see what they look like, they're all on there.
Check that out.
Yeah.
But there are a Day Glow, Dayo.
Dayo, yeah.
Love that. It's a green, beautiful neon green.
Yeah.
But I can't tell you more past that without looking. Let's see. Sorry, we're skipping around. Let's see. Let's see. We live in South Africa and has been practicing for 2 years, and everything to do nails she used over. What was this? A second question? RAM 900 RAM. It's RAM, right? I think that's the currency there. We live in. Was that a separate question?
Oh, that was from.
Oh, okay. What's up there? It can be expensive. Our product, I know, it's more expensive internationally than in the States, and that has to do with customs duties, shipping, all that. It all adds up very quickly. But we have an amazing new South African distributor in South Africa. Love them. They're amazing. You guys, if you haven't checked them out, I'm trying to think of their.
Is it YNZ? Is it YNZA or
on
something?
here? They're usually on here. Hit up Kira on our Instagram, DM her, and she'll get you the link to them. They're great. And they're doing a lot of classes and a lot of things. We have a lot of great mentors there, so check them out. Good afternoon, ladies. Love you guys. Can fiber gel be good for toenails?
Yes. Literally yesterday, I put it on my toenail because I had a little corner that was cracked off because somebody may have waited too long to do her toenails. So I chipped a corner off, and I just built out that little corner with just a little bit of the. Wait, did we say fiber gel or slick pour?
Fiber gel.
Fiber gel. Yeah. Worked great. Just sculpted out that little corner. Perfect. Yep.
Yeah,
definitely.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you get in touch with the Swedish distributors, Tracy? Yes, I did, and they told me they were reaching out to you. Have they not? Hit me up, email me. But yes, I did right away, and they responded right away and said they would be connecting with you. So, let me know. How I only do my toes with fiber gel. Nice. Oh, we haven't done shout outs at all, have we? Oops.
Goodness.
Sorry. Where are we starting, Ramon? Let me put the glasses on. Crazy cat lady cheering. There's hair. Hold on. Cheering 100 bits. Beachy 100 bits. I Parker 3860 subbing. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to you. Nails by Matilda. Cheering 5 bits. McNeb. Mickey BB. Okay. Giving out 1 community sub. Thank you so much. Chanel 100 bits. This heist blonde. Hist blonde. We sure it's hist, not heist?
She's hysterical.
The hist blonde. Cheering 10 bits. Quana S 1000 bits. All my hobbies 100 bits. Shakira Danielle resubscribing for 3 months. Thank you so much. Simply Daughter resubscribing for 4 months. V Kielman resubscribing 21 months, says, can't believe we've been on Twitch this long and we're still growing and growing bigger. Thank you for everything you do. Now, Tracy, give Habib and Greg hell for me. Seriously, thank you for doing what you do. Don't worry, I got you covered.
I was going to say, I don't think you need an excuse to give them hell.
But I'll give them more. I'll give them more. Sassy Nails cheering 5 bits. Joe Fergus 30 bits, Piggy Master 9, 20 bits, Aries, JS 85, 1 bit, coming back in again with another bit. Miss Melissa Kate resubscribing for 3 months. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you. Kwana S resubscribing for 11 months. Wow, almost a year. Goes fast, don't it? Kelly nailed it. Resubscribing for 21 months. Dime Piece Creation for 7 months. Thank you, YN. Love being part of the YN family. We love having you a part of the YN family. Boho Bell Nails giving out 1 community sub. Thank you so much. Mary Ann Reed resubscribing. Been subscribed for 6 months. Love my YN family. You always make me glitter happy. MS Lady 1904 subscribing for 10 months. Boho Bell giving out 110 bits. Lizard's Breath Nails subscribing for 1 month. It's been 5 months. Sassy Nails in for subscribing for 6 months. Woohoo! 6 months. The Nail Tripper cheering 20 bits. Nikki Does Nails resubscribing for a total of 4 months. We have Goth Churro. I love that name. Been subscribed for 9 months. Let's see. We have Caitlin 1797 subscribing for 12 months. T Shaw 75 9 months. Nude Nails 5 months. La Vida Padilla resubscribing for 4 months. Samantha 91 402 for subscribing for with our Prime. Plum Looney subscribing for a total of 5 months. Tricky Vicky Tricky subscribing for 7 months. I love YN and the whole family. We love you back. Tank Jackson cheering 5 bits. Thank you. Turn up Tracy and Karen. Turn it up. The Nail Tripper cheering for 19 bits. Ari JS 85 cheering for 5 bits. Thank you guys so much for your love, your support. Let's see. Selma's Tea Time reading. Hi, are you guys bringing back the black and white stripers gels for the sale? Are they not back on?
That's a good question. Let me go check.
I believe we have them.
Well, please
hold.
I don't think they're out. I think they're still on.
Oh, they're still on the website?
No, I mean they're on the website, but they're in stock.
They're in stock, guys. They're there. Tracy, how's your dog doing? Is he safely home today? He is safely home today.
Had a runner.
Gosh, I really wanted to kill him. I'm like, no, you don't want to do that, especially after you just had like 2 drinks and chicken tenders. Like it just was not a good mix. Yeah.
Well, no wonder you threw up.
Yeah, it was not good.
No.
Let's see. What? No theme song? Laugh out loud. No theme song.
Tricky Vicky, Baba Vicky. No, tricky. It's tricky.
Yeah, got it.
There it is.
Tracy, the tips of YN has very curved and not straight. Will you all be launching more straight tips in the future? You never know. Possibly. We're not a big tip company, guys, so it's not usually my focus, but I do have a lot of samples of tips right now, so you never darn know. It always is possible. Okay, let's see. And will almond tips be shorter for people who prefer short nails? Possibly. You guys never know. There is so guys.
Always trim them.
Huh? You can always trim them.
You can trim them.
So we try to kind of go in the middle of stuff, right? Because if we launch every single different tip, size, and shape and thing that there is, then they're not going to sell. It just won't sell. So, and we won't be able to launch other product that we know will sell or you guys really want because we got all the money tied up in things. So we try to really listen to you guys, like just like the fiber gel pot, you know, that was great. A lot of people were asking for it. It was perfect. But we always take everything into consideration. We put it kind of in the bank of like, what do we want to launch? And we go from there. But so you never know. I will never say we're not going to launch something because you just don't know. Tracy, when are we getting more colored synergy gel? I haven't found any I like so far. We haven't seen any that we like, so it's going to go to custom blending, which is always more work. So hopefully this year sometime. Tracy question, what would be better for striping, black in the clay gel or mission control in black? What do you think, Karen?
I mean, it kind of depends on what you're doing. If you're doing really fine lines and you're using the micro detailer brush, I'd go mission control all the way. I think mission control has just always been my favorite for art. Not that I'm a big hand painted kind of an artist, but I do a lot better with the mission control. But you can do with other.
Next video, nails done on Tracy by her husband. Let's see what he does with listening to instructions from Tracy. So Stan's done my nails, and he did very well.
Really?
So I was really sick. This was way before COVID, and I had a trade show to go to, and I just couldn't do them. I was sick, and so he did my nails for me, and he says it's 9 degrees from drywall. He says everything's 9 degrees from drywall, and he did a really nice job, which just pissed me off, really.
Was it like acrylic? Did he
Gel.
do a full setup? Yeah. Okay. Well, okay.
He did gel. So, yeah.
Impressive.
Can we get a jelly colored gels for us lazy girls? I cannot confirm or deny any of these accusations about jelly gels. Can't say nothing. Sorry. Read between the lines, guys. Do you guys have an equivalent to spider gel? No, I don't know. I know Monica's used our mission control in that form before, but
really,
yeah,
like in the strings.
Yeah, but she uses gloves and she kind of just works with it, and then she starts doing it. I don't know. She's talented. What can I say?
I'm gonna have to do some experimenting this afternoon then.
What's a jelly gel? Jelly would be like a transparent, like we had acrylics like that, and they were like, transparent yellow, green, purple, red. Yeah. So you're telling me there's a chance? I will never.
There's always a chance.
Confirm or
always
deny.
A chance.
Can we raid someone today, Ramonski?
Good question. I'm looking.
I'm looking. I think you just dry snitched on yourself, Tracy. Hey, if the Salo boys can do it.
And look, Habib didn't want to be here today, so we're just going to tell all the secrets, right?
I have to tell you, I actually get in trouble for calling them the boys, by the way, from HR.
Really?
Uh-huh.
You've called them that since forever ago.
Yeah, because I say it to him, and he's like, that is Greg and Habib. I'm like, AKA the boys.
I mean, I guess HR has to tell you that, but
I'm always in trouble. What can we say? We need jelly gels and spider gels. We'll have to, well, 1 out of 2 ain't too bad. You're never going to get in trouble, Tracy. I'm always in trouble. Oh, no, you have not missed the raffle. Any deals coming for the e-file? Well, we just had it 30% off, but there's always, guys, there's always May, right? Memorial Day, we all know that that's going to be probably at 30%. So there's that opportunity. Plus, I know somewhere in this year we have it on sale too. I just would have to look. But I can't tell you. Well, I kind of did. Memorial. HR aspired. Exactly.
HR aspired.
He's probably watching this just like.
He probably does every day. Just shakes his head.
I'm in his nightmare.
Just shakes his head.
You should, when I call him, he's like, "Hi, Tracy." I have a question. Of course you do.
Well, as long as you're calling him and he's not calling you, because if HR is calling you, that's never a good sign.
That's never a good sign. Men hate to be called boys and kids. They don't. It doesn't bother them. I've always called them the boys. Like they're just like my brothers, the boys.
My brother turns 50 this year, and I still call
them the
kiddo.
boys. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is a good video on how to season your hand file? I need to send it to someone. Ooh, we have it. Kira, is Kira on here? Do we know?
I think she's on here. Yep.
Kira, do you have that video? It's such a simple video, but it's such a important video.
Yeah.
It's always those kind of videos that always do very well, and we'll be like, no, everybody knows that, or that's too short to do, but they always do well because it's important to know. I didn't know it.
Yeah.
I didn't know it.
And so many people don't. And this is what boggles my mind is like, how did you get through nail school and not know it? But again, it's something that's so simple that people just kind of assume whether you do or not.
I was like cutting them, cutting myself. We were bonding, becoming one.
It's just what's supposed to happen. It's just how you do nails. Yeah.
Tracy, is Mission Control with the big lamp 150? No, it's the gel kit, the actual pro gel kit, and the LED UV light that is 150. So yeah,
That's
great,
such a great deal. Great deal.
Let's see, Ramon.
Yeah.
Any word? Bonus points.
Oh, I thought we were gonna do a raffle first.
Yeah.
Let's do a raffle, and then I'm still looking.
Okay.
And then I can tell you after the raffle.
I forgot about the raffle, so good thing you said.
All right, you guys ready?
Yep. Do you want to see it?
Yes, please.
Oh yeah.
Show.
Oh,
That's
the
so
mixes
pretty.
today.
Kitty Claus, we are working on something. It's just taking some time. We got some hurdles we gotta go over first.
What is it?
Wish
Hurdles
list on the
and
side.
turtles.
Oh yeah. There's always.
Yeah, there's a few hurdles we're
what's
trying to
funny
tackle first.
Is
before
we always
hit that
see
one.
it and go, oh, that'll be really easy. Other people do it, and then you
Yeah,
talk to the
it's not.
companies, and they're like, well,
Yeah,
well,
because of the way
wasn't
you do
this,
things.
this,
Yeah.
and this.
All right, guys. If you're on YouTube and any of the other platforms that are not Twitch, please come over to Twitch. It's the only place you can actually join the raffle and have some fun and collect channel points, and maybe have Tracy mix you
Or
a mix. Or
nobody does the raffle.
nobody does the raffle.
You let me win the raffle.
Yes, let's do it.
Right? You let me win the raffle, guys, which means Young Nels is going to add 50, right? And Greg, remember our bet, has to add the 50. So you're going to get the glitter mix plus 100, right? In credit, right? That's how it works for him?
Yes.
If you guys don't enter the raffle, then I will win. But it's up to you. Just saying. Just saying.
Just saying.
You could.
So,
too late.
this is going to be called Tracy's Raffle. So if you guys want Tracy to win.
I'm just saying because then you
Not
get
put
pick
anything
a
in the
winner
chat.
after I win. You guys get $100 in credit plus the glitter mix. But all you got to do, let me explain what you got to do right now,
Yes.
is don't enter.
Stop.
And then we'll
Don't
have
touch
another
anything.
raffle that you can enter. Does that make sense? Do not enter.
All right.
Do not
Now
enter.
I want to
All
see
right.
what actually happens because
right.
there's one person out there that's
Okay.
going to start it.
Let's
and
do
they
it.
don't hear this.
that was, maybe walked away for a little bit. and
Yeah,
came
that's
back.
okay. If they do it, we're not upset. I'm just saying, don't enter this one. We'll
Okay, here we go.
redo it.
Yep, and you'll get
Okay.
the credit and the glitter. Ready?
Yep.
All right, so everybody that's not on Twitch, come over to Twitch. This is where we're going to be entering the raffle. I got to go through the spiel, so everybody come on over to Twitch. Have some fun. Collect some points. Maybe have Tracy mix you a glitter eventually? Maybe. All right, everybody on Twitch, here we go, guys. And the raffle, where's the raffle thing? Has begun.
Okay.
But
I'm
don't
entering.
enter
You
it.
know what to do.
Don't
Enter
enter.
exclamation raffle.
Don't-
Exclamation
Oh,
raffle.
they're doing it. They're doing it. Yes. Don't enter.
But there's a few. There's not a lot. There's under 10. Oh wait, no, it's going over 10 now.
Okay. It's all good. All
Yeah,
good.
if you guys enter, go ahead. But yeah, go ahead, guys.
We tried. I tried for you
Alright,
guys.
We
well,
tried.
Should I
But
enter it
it's
just
still
in case?
it's still a possibility.
It's still better chances.
Well, the $100 is only if Tracy won because it was 50 from the company
and 50 from Greg because we had a bet.
Yeah, there is a bet going
So-
on. Whoever wins first, either
But
Greg or
everybody's
Tracy.
entering now, so I think that's out
All
the
right,
door.
I'm gonna enter then. I'm gonna
We'll try
enter.
it again.
Wait. I gotta highlight it here.
My brother is 18. I still call him the child.
My brother's turning 50, and I call him kiddo.
My sister's older, 8 years older than me. I just call her a pain.
That too. That too.
Oh, jeez. Oh, this has been fun. I have a question. After preparing nails and dipping, when you attach any design like rhinestones that you usually instead of using glue can use the top coat, do we have to put the protein bond first? So if you're doing dip
Right.
and they want to attach the stones with gel is what I'm understanding. Do you use Protein Bond first?
Yes. Make sure that you, sorry guys, make sure you file the surface with a 150 or a medium arbor band so that you have that textured surface. Dust it off, cleanse it, and then apply Protein Bond, and then you can use the top coat or gel to apply your stones. Yeah.
Okay, shall we end the raffle?
Oh, we're
Give
ready
myself
already?
well, I was going to give myself more of a chance to win, but you know what? People are going for it, so it's okay.
Yeah,
It's okay.
Let them go. They're still entering. Some missed it, so they're.
All right, people, you got
entering
2
right now.
minutes. 2 minutes. Give them
Oh,
2 more
good.
minutes.
Guys, if you haven't entered, I'd go ahead and just enter because I don't think I'm
I think
winning.
everybody else is.
I don't think I'm winning. So
You never
enter
know.
for the
Yeah,
raffle.
just enter.
Raffle.
Wait, what happened here? What am I doing?
What are we missing?
Ramon, release it for a second and then close it just enough time for Tracy to enter.
We'll have a secret raffle.
Yeah.
There we go. This is a
We can
Tracy
fake
only.
it. We can fake it right now. Oh my God, I won! We'll
Yeah.
just show Greg that clip, right?
Yeah.
What's funny is if I actually win now, that would be kind of fun. But
That
Okay,
would-
everybody
that would be
send the
really
winning mojo to Tracy. That's what we got to do.
Yeah.
oh, okay. Let's see. Are we gonna raid? Did you find someone?
Yes, I think so.
Who are we raiding?
We are going to be raiding Greening Cow. This is someone we met during one of the Twitch. Oh, wait a second. Did he
What?
just leave?
You just left.
Oh. Anybody else?
Hold on, we're
can
listening
hear
in
it.
real quick on him. Just make sure that
I
he's
kinda
still
feel
going to
like
be
a-
online for a
I
while.
feel like a creeper. I'm listening
I
in.
know, right?
He plays Galactic Gallery. He plays it's like a flight simulator in space.
Ooh.
Pretty cool. And he has this awesome like radio voice as you can hear. You can hear him right now,
nice.
Trace.
Oh, yeah, I can hear
Right.
him.
Yeah, the chat can't, but we can.
Okay, so I'm supposed to be hearing voices in my head. Got
Yes.
it.
The voices in your head are
Those
good.
are supposed to be there today. Yes, okay.
Iceberg Crystal is Pizza Princess streaming. Yes, she is, but we've already rated her, so we
We've done it a
don't
couple
wanna-
times.
We don't want to do it all the time. We'll rate her again eventually.
Is he on? Is he gonna
Who?
look?
DJ Icy Ice?
Yeah. No. He's
Or
on.
who?
The
DJ
person-
Icy Ice is on. Greening Crow is on. We want to rate someone different.
Okay,
Kinda-
who is green?
Greening Crow is a gamer, and he plays these like flight. They're like space simulators where you're flying these spaceships.
Oh, is that the one? He does the airplanes too, right? No.
He doesn't do airplanes. No.
Oh,
no.
that's a different guy.
That's a different guy.
Okay.
Yeah. This we met this guy on one of the Twitch calls. He's a super cool dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's
So
end the
we'll
raffle,
check out him.
and then we'll see.
All right, cool. Let's go in the raffle, guys. Yeah, super sci-fi. So we're gonna hit him up in a little bit. All right, we're closing the raffle. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Raffle is closed, and the winner.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, whoever wins, make sure just to say it's Tracy. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. The winner is.
Mesmerizing nails! Congratulations!
Amazing.
Mermazing?
Mermazing nails.
Mermaid. I don't have my glasses. Mermazing nails. Congratulations. That's all I got. Congratulations
singing.
to you. Got a beautiful little bit of Habib put in that glitter mix, inspired mix. So
It's
congratulations.
kind of creepy. There's a little bit of Habib in there.
Essence of Habib. Essence of Habib. Should we rate before he gets off?
Yeah, he's actually going to be on for a little bit, so we're good.
Oh,
Let me
okay.
just message Mermazing. Hold on.
Okay.
And then we'll raid. All right, guys. We're
Okay.
going raid.
Last
You
chance
guys
for
ready?
bonus points.
Remember,
Because they
the
get
raid,
more points when we raid.
Yes,
right?
there are points, so you guys will collect some points
That's
for sure.
awesome.
But all you guys have to do is just hang tight. You don't have to click anything. You just have to chill with us, and then we'll send you over in a second.
Can we raid a
I'm trying to figure out the raid message. Hold on, let's see. The raid message will be.
Yerma?
No, do not make that the. No, guys, do not make
Don't
that
do
the
that.
raid
Don't
message.
do that. Don't
No,
listen to
no,
Tracy.
no,
Don't
no,
listen.
no, 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 no. I
Tracy
don't want
should
no,
never
no.
be
This guy's
listened to,
cool.
by the way.
I don't want to do that. All right, guys. The raid message will be. Let's just send some Y and love. Just send the hearts.
Why in love?
Y and love.
Okay, hearts, guys. Hearts. Why in
Hearts.
hearts?
Just the hearts. All right, guys.
So am I signing off?
Young Nels raid and hearts. Let me just start the raid. Hold on. I gotta go follow him. And then I gotta get him in the raid.
Who are we raiding? They're asking.
Greening Crow.
Greening Crow.
Grinning Crow. You guys ready?
Bye, guys. Thank you for joining us. Hold on
See you
for the
guys
raid.
later.
The raid has been created.
Woo!
Hang
Go,
on,
go,
guys.
go, go. Bye!
Oh, not yet, not yet.
Oh,
Oh,
not
Still
bye.
waiting. Not
Just
bye
kidding.
yet.
Hello.
Not bye yet.
Hello. Good night.
I love you.
Bye.
All right, guys. Jump in. Just stay in.
We doing it?
All right. We'll see you the next time, guys.
Bye!
Lotion, lotion, basket, basket, lotion, and puts it in the basket, basket, lotion, lotion, basket, basket, lotion, and puts it in the basket. It puts it on the skin. Lotion, lotion, basket, basket, lotion, and puts it in the basket, basket, lotion, lotion, basket, basket, lotion, and puts it in the basket. It puts it on the skin. It puts it on the skin. It puts it on the skin, on the skin. The basket, basket, the lotion, and puts it in the basket. Lotion, lotion, basket, basket, lotion, and puts it in the basket. Basket, lotion, lotion, basket, basket, lotion, and puts it in the basket.